Hello, everyone, and welcome to D Network Trading. In today's video, it's going to be our second part to our time zones video, basically explaining to you the hours that are optimal for you as a trader, depending on what financial instrument you prefer to trade. Now, in this video, we're going to go over the types of financial instruments to give you guys some clarity. I have created a PowerPoint presentation of all the knowledge that I have accumulated over the past 5 years trading. I teach the basics so that you can create your own strategy, and I'm here to help you. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and share that screen so you guys can get one step closer to where you really want to be with this trading thing. All right, so we left off with our major currencies. Let's talk about our popular financial instruments. Okay. For your major currencies I mentioned in the previous video, you will have sessions that overlap, such as your London and New York session. Okay. That overlap period of that 8 a.m. to roughly 12 p.m., noontime Eastern Standard Time, you're going to experience the most volatility in the market because of the time. Everybody's up, money is circulating, people are spending money. All right, so that's when you're going to get a lot of volatility in the market. And that is why some pairs have higher volatility and higher momentum than others, simply because of the time that each session is open for. These are your major currencies, your USD, your EUR, your JPY, and your GBP. What a currency pair are two different types of currencies across the globe compared to the other to profit off of the fluctuation of the value of each. Okay, so if I was to trade the US dollar and the Japanese yen, I would go to the chart called USD JPY, and I would want to make sure that the time I am trading it, either or currency will be open, because that's how I can guarantee, there will definitely be a strong move happening at this specific moment of time. All right. The best time to trade a Japanese yen, let's look back here, right? The best time to trade a Japanese yen would be during the Tokyo session. So anywhere between your 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because this chart is in Eastern Standard Time. And if you want a conversion of all of them, depending on your time zone, definitely DM me on Instagram to get access to all my free worksheets and PDFs that I've created. All right. But if I want to trade the Japanese yen, what would be the best time to trade it? Anywhere between 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I would take it a step further and say, whatever I compare the Japanese yen to, I want to make sure that that market is open as well. Or I want to make sure that the market isn't as open, so it can be a bit weaker. Whatever you decide, right? Because it's completely up to you. Make sure you choose one that you can focus on. I primarily trade Bitcoin. I'm able to focus on Bitcoin. Hence, I am pretty profitable. All right. I'm pretty profitable because I've been trading Bitcoin intentionally for the past 2 years. So I understand that Bitcoin is going to have a certain personality. All different currencies and currency pairs as well have different personalities. Okay. So your popular cryptocurrencies. Let's say that the major currency pairs, they're cool, but you're just not the biggest fan. You want to go for your bigger moves. You want to be where the big money is, the innovation. Most of my scientists, some of my healthcare workers as well, they prefer to trade the cryptocurrencies simply just because of what it represents. I'll tell you for sure, one of the reasons why I trade Bitcoin exclusively is because Bitcoin is just very modern, very innovative. It's very new. It was one of the first things that I got into as it relates to the stock market, or I should just say the trading market. When I first got into trading, I was hesitant to get into Forex because Forex had a bad name, right? I didn't want to get into Forex. I didn't even understand what it was. But I knew when I heard about cryptocurrency, I was like, what is that? Right? I was so curious about it. And so hence Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency that I gravitated towards because it showed me and really was the pathway to my experience as a trader and investor. All right, so you want to make sure that when you're choosing a currency pair and or indice, whatever the case is, you want to make sure that you're choosing something that has sentimental value for you because you're going to be more likely to want to trade it. Okay. And last but not least, you have your stocks, your commodities, and your indexes. This is a really, really good PowerPoint, or this is a really, really good screen to take a screenshot of, because a lot of people get confused. They'll think that, oh, this I trade stocks, so it's not the same as Forex, or I trade this, so it's not the same as that. You don't understand. You don't understand. Respectfully, you don't understand principles. Okay? No matter what game you're playing, there's a winner and a loser. All right. And the way you play the game is by analyzing the market, whether you're trading a commodity or an index or a stock. As long as you can see prices display of data on a trading view or however you view the market, you can trade it by technically or fundamentally analyzing it. All right. So just because you might prefer to trade stocks, or just before you might prefer to trade gold, if you can mark it up, if you can mark up the ceiling and the floor, it doesn't matter. I want you guys to get into the habit of doing your own research. I'm doing the best I can with accumulating all the knowledge I have, but it's really just to make it easier. So as you do your research, you have guided information to piggyback off of. Okay, so I'm giving you the information, but I'm not going to force you to trade, right? If you just simply want to trade, that's completely fine. Come trade with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We trade Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? But as it relates to, choosing the type of currency pair you like, and or the major pairs, or knowing what the sessions are, now it's time for you to apply what I'm telling you. All right. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so, so much for your time, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.